useless!
What's going on, guys? You're chilling with Trainer Zabza, and today I have got an OU battle for you with my updated team. Now, looking at my opponent's team, it is very, very ground weak. But here's the problem. The only Pokemon I have with a ground-type move is Excadrill, which, gotta say, is not exactly a check to Mawile, or Mega Mawile for that matter. In fact, that's the whole reason it's not a check, because of Mega Mawile. I don't think it's a check to Toxicroak. I guess maybe they could carry Fire Punch. I actually don't know if they get Fire Punch or not. I know they can get Ice Punch, so I'm just thinking it might be a safe assumption it gets Fire Punch too, but I doubt people would run it considering people want the coverage. And not to mention, the only way it checks Nidoking is if it's Choice Scarf. But anyway, threats. I'm gonna have to say is Politoed just for setting up the rain. Mega Mawile, definitely a threat. I mean, there's no reason for it not to be Mega Mawile. And I'm gonna have to say Garchomp. While I'm worried that it can set up hazards, although I don't really expect it to, I know that it can, and it is very bulky, so any kind of defensive set is going to be a major pain in the ass. Also worth noting is Nidoking. Now, Nidoking is an absolute powerhouse with Sheer Force, can take advantage of Life Orb. It's moderately fast. If you compare it to OU standards, it's actually kind of slow. But still, the amount of power you get with Sheer Force, Life Orb, and the expansive move pool it has, it just wrecks house. But enough with that, let's get to the battle. So, today's battle is against VadeFusion, who we set up this battle through a stream of mine, not to confuse you guys with the other Vade, or the other guy who has an in-game name of Vade. Apparently there are two people who watch my channel that have the in-game name Vade. Anyway, I start off with my Chestnut. As he starts off with Garchomp, he goes for the Stone Edge, misses. I'm guessing predicting the switch, but I think in the stream he actually said it was a misclick. I'm not 100% positive of that. But looking at the Rocky Helmet and the Rough Skin recoil, I should have known that this was defensive Garchomp just from the Stealth Rocks. I should have known. I thought he might go for an attack, so I go for the Spiky Shield, but no, he just sets up his rocks, and that was a mistake on my part. So I'm going to go into my Nope.Cameric, my Mandibuzz, try and get the defog off as he goes for Dragon Claw. I eat that up. And now I kind of expect him to go for the Stone Edge like he was before. So I want to try and get off a Roost because I think that would give me the advantage. However, I guess he sees it as more advantageous to go into his Mawile than to try and get damage off on my Mandibuzz, which is a pretty good play in itself because he must have known that Mandibuzzes are massive walls. But seeing this, I'm not able to get off my defog, and I have to switch out, because I know a Play Rough is coming, and Mandibuzz cannot take it. Quite frankly, Cookies doesn't want to take it either, but at least he'll survive the hit. So here comes the Mega, here comes the Play Rough, and oh my god, it does so much damage! I'm left with 19 HP! And I know he's going to try and Sucker Punch. I'm safe to go for the Will-O-Wisp, because I am Scarf with Will-O-Wisp. I'm Scarf, Will-O-Wisp, Trick, and then 2 offensive moves. I think Volt Switch for momentum. I mean, it's the standard Rotom-H set I run on pretty much everything. If I didn't love Munchlax so much, I'd probably have that as my mascot. Anyway, I send out my Excadrill just so I can try and get some damage off with his Drill Run. As he goes for the Swords Dance, so pretty much that burn is kind of negated now. He goes for Iron Head, doesn't really do a lot. I guess that was his best thing to hit. He actually would have done more damage with Play Rough, but I think he wanted the accuracy there. As I go for the Drill Run, it almost knocks him out, and I'm sorry, I'm not Amelia. I'm sorry, Hank the Tank. You are my first go-to when it comes to sacrificing things, and I need to make sure that this Mawile cannot. I need to make sure this Mawile goes down, and I need Amelia at a decent amount of HP, just in case that Nidoking is Scarfed. I don't think it is, but just in case. So down goes Hank the Tank, but he was able to take the Mawile down with them thanks to the burn recoil. I send in my Nope.Cameric, and I know for a fact I cannot stay in here. I have to switch out. There's no way I'm going to try and take a Sheer Force, Life Orb, Ice Beam from a Nidoking. So I go into my Amelia, predicting the Ice Beam, and now I guess is as good a time as any to fodder it off. That Ice Beam does absolutely nothing, but instead he switches out, which is really curious. Why wouldn't he go for the Flamethrower? Unless he's Scarfed. So that means my Scavalier is safe. I've got a good chunk of it, or a good tidbit of information there, and predicting him to just stay in and try and knock me out. I go for the Drill Run, but he does switch out into Politoed. I survive a rain boost to the Scald. Even if that's defensive, I survive on 2 HP, get off a Mega Horn, and Amelia goes down, unfortunately. But man, she did some massive, massive damage. That was really awesome. But now I'm going to go into my Mandibuzz. I'm going to go for the Defog because I want to get rid of these rocks because I need my Rotom in case I still need it to do work. As he goes for the Toxic, not worried at all. I mean, I can roost off most of the damage, and this team isn't really made for stalling, so I can switch out my Mandibuzz at any time. I really don't mind. And I go for Foul Play to try and knock out the Politoed, but dang, that did... It's like me surviving the Scald with my Amelia. Jesus Christ, Politoed, so bulky. But the Scald is going to take me down, and thanks to that error, instead of just going for Brave Bird, but I really didn't want the recoil. Anyway. I should have just gone for Brave Bird, so now I end up paying for it. I knock out his Politoed, thankfully, but it's too late now. The damage has been done to Mandibuzz, and there's really no recovering for her. So now my opponent is just going to send in their Garchomp to pretty much... I thought he would try and set up his rocks again, so I'm like, oh hell no, you're not doing that. I know the Toxic's going to knock me out next turn. I'm going for Defog, because I know you're going for rocks. So in worst case scenario, he would have just knocked me... in best case scenario, he'd knock me out, not get up his rocks. And in worst case scenario, I don't know, I was not letting him set up rocks. Defog, thank you for... I'm glad Mandibuzz isn't a rapid spinner because I would have knocked myself out to the rough skin. So I send out my Dragonite now, the new member of the team, go for the Outrage, knock out Garchomp, and I'm good to go. I know it was a risky move, but it was the only move I had to hit Garchomp, and it was the only move that I knew would knock it out 100%. I could have sent out Mawile, but I did not want to risk the rough skin and Rocky Helmet damage. So out comes Nidoking. I know he's Scarfed, but I'm Scarfed too. I thought maybe that if he was modest I could outspeed, but no, he's timid like all the others. And I just send in my Jaws to get off the Intimidate. Doesn't really matter, but I can Mega Evolve and get off a Power Up Punch on the switch. Now this is why I like Power Up Punch over Swords Dance. I'm able to get off a little bit of damage, and Mawile does not need the +1. Or I guess I should say +2, because the Power Up Punch gets me get off a little bit of chip, breaking any potential sash that they want to try and switch in on. I get to +1, and with Mawile's massive attack, or Mega Mawile's massive attack, thanks to Huge Power or Pure Power, whichever one it is, I only need +1 to start sweeping. So I go for an Iron Head as he goes for Drain Punch, does not knock me out, but still does a good amount, but I'm able to knock him out with an Iron Head. I could have gone for the play rough, but like he did before, I wanted the accuracy. So, in comes Nidoking. I know I can knock that thing out with a Sucker Punch. I get a crit, but it didn't matter. I actually wanted to see if it did during the stream, so I went ahead and calced it. Over 100% damage at +1 to Nidoking. There was no chance of it surviving. So, in a last-ditch effort, he's going to send out Celebi and go for T-Wave, as I go for Sucker Punch because I need it to knock it out, and I wasn't sure if this was defensive, that the other moves would knock it out, but I'm able to get off my Sucker Punch, knock out the Celebi, and that is going to be the end of the game.
Alright, that was a great battle. Now, time for the talk of the day. The talk of the day today
What the hell?
What?
Why are you doing my talk of the day?
Oh, I'm sorry, but these are your lines? I thought they were mine.
This is my video!
Oh, well, I thought
This is my channel!
But, like, they're gonna
How did you even get here?
Like, they're not even gonna notice.
Ah. What's up, guys? Today's talk of the day, I've got my sister here, and this right here, this person,
Yeah.
this individual,
Yes.
is the reason why there was not only no upload today, or
Indeed.
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
but why today's upload is going to be late.
Oh, yep, all me.
So while I'm going to try and catch up, because I have a promise to keep to you guys, I have to deal with this.
Oh, yeah. Probably a lot more gonna be late this week.
You suck.
That's what I'm here for.
Don't worry, guys. I'll try and make some time for you.
I won't let him.
Yes, you will. Alright, so, with that out of the way, letting you guys know what's going on. My sister is in town visiting. The videos may be a little later than usual, but I will make sure you guys get 5 battles this week. That is my promise. So, anything to say?
Nope.
Alright. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed...
Wait.
What?
No, I lost it.
Alright. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed...
No, I remembered!
Yes?
Oh, I lost it again.
I'm going to kill you. Alright, so I hope you guys all enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully by the end of the month we can reach 2K, and I will reveal myself on YouTube.
No one wants to see that.
It's my face!
No one wants to see that.
Oh, shut up. Alright, so, bye guys!